Good morning, grade 11s. Welcome to the last lesson of the week. Malapropism. Ma'am, is that even English? I can just hear Tariq asking me that. Yes, Tariq, it is English. And yes, that was a WhatsApp I received. Okay. Today it's finally time for some language. So I hope all of you have your books open in your language section. And you only have to copy when I indicate that you have to copy it. Okay, here we go. Remember to pause when I ask you to think for a moment. Pause the video and then play to go to the next slide. Here we go. First up, let's look at the first example. A malapropism is the humorous misuse of a word by confusing it with a similar sounding word. So copy that. Pause and copy. The humorous misuse of a word by confusing it with a similar sounding word. First example. Wow, I feel like a kid in a sweatshop. Who can find the word that was misused? Pause and think. Okay, when you play, it will go to the next slide and the answer. Play. Bing. I feel like a kid in a sweet shop. So sweat was the malapropism. It was used incorrectly. It was supposed to be sweet. There you go. Next one. Copy this slide. The comic misuse of words is not new to our language. Malapropisms, however, become more common when we fail to proofread, allowing spell check devices to make some crazy choices. Enjoy the following examples of malapropisms. Feel free to laugh. Okay, we have, although embarrassed, the senator said that for all intents and purposes, he meant to take the alligator to the third floor. Who can spot the malapropism? Pause. When you play, it will show the answer. Bing! It was porpoises, which are sea animals. It's supposed to be intents and purposes or goals. I wonder who got that one right. I think Sivaritina and Karabo, Carissa, Robin, Zoe, Jason Milan. Are you there? I hope so. Where's John? Whee! Next one. That's why it's called a bump bed. Look at the image. Did you get the malapropism? Pause. When you press play, it will show the answer. Bing! Whee! So exciting. Bump bed instead of bunk bed. So bump was the malapropism. Excellent. Well done, Simone. Simone is here every day. Love it. Next. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleas were white as snow. What is the malapropism? Pause. When you press play, it will show the answer. Bing! Shush! We have fleas instead of fleece. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece were white as snow. The wool. Look at the images. There we go. Next example. Can you spot the malapropism? What's wrong with you? That's a historical question. Historical question. Think of the answer, pause, and play. Bing. Historical was used instead of rhetorical. Rhetorical means a question that makes you think and doesn't necessarily have an answer. Okay. Ooh, this next one. Warning, trespassers will be prostituted. Yes, you read that correctly. What is the malapropism? think and pause. I can hear you laughing, Matthew November. All right. Play for the answer. Ping. Prostituted was used instead of prosecuted, which means to institute or conduct legal proceedings against trespassers. All right. Next one. A rolling stone gathers no moths. Who can find this malapropism? How about Tariq? Or we arm? Sasipo? Think of the answer. And play. Bing! It's moths instead of moss. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Last one. Amphibious picture makes debut. What is the malapropism? Look at the image. Pause the video. Okay. Press play for the answer. Ping. Amphibious was the malapropism. It means relating to, living in, or suited for both land and water, like frogs, salamanders, toads, and newts. Instead of the picture was ambidextrous. Ambidextrous was the correct word, which means you are able to use both hands equally well, very skillfully and deceitfully. Synonyms can be versatile or facile. All right, there you go. You can see the images below. Both hands can write equally well. Next. The you do. Independent practice time. Number 1. Copy the following sentences in your language sections. Identify by underlining and correct the malapropisms in these sentences. There's a spelling mistake. I apologize. I'm not going to retake this video. And number 3, indicate your score out of 16 on the poll or on the WhatsApp group. Enjoy it. Wait for it. There we go. So pause the video to copy all these sentences. Must we copy all the sentences, ma'am? Yes, all 16 of them in your language section. And Tariq, the date is the 9th of April. I won't give you the answers so easily. I will poach the answers at 1:25. That is a bonus malapropism.